Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of MRBC. We're the North American Division B here on week 3. This is Poopenshire. I'm joined by TK Sachs. Say hello. TK, you there?
Greetings, programs. Welcome to another MRBC cast. It's the Skye Rangers versus the 3/7/3 long, annoying name cluster, aka the Snake Adders.
So here we have a match between Skye Rangers currently in 6th place and the Smoke Adders currently in 3rd place.
We're going to get everybody in the lobby, and hopefully we'll get this started very soon.
So you'll see that here
the how MRBC works. Of course, they do 5 drops. They will play them all, no matter who wins. Drop 1 is generally what they call the light and medium drop. It is 4 lights, 4 heavies, no streaks. Drop 2 is 2 lights, 4 mediums, and 2 heavies. All strikes and everything allowed. Drop 3 is our commander mech, an 85-ton assault mech has to be used, along with 3 mediums and 4 heavies. No lights in this drop, so this gives more options. Drop 4 is a 2-2-2 drop. So 1 or 2 from each class, and then drop 5 is 2 lights, 2 mediums, and 4 assaults. That's the heavyweight match. All these matches are conquest except for drop 1.
All right, and what we have here in front of you, you'll see our first map is a Polar Highlands. Let's get you up on the map tactic quick. Map tactic is up if you'd like to take us through it.
Yeah, hold on. I was just inviting the Smoke Adders here. So yes. Well, since it's domination and it's domination on Polar, it's going to be a race to the center. I always think the team, or at least is what I've learned, is the team that gets to the counter, who gets the countdown going first, has the advantage. So that's going to be the race. And then it's probably just going to evolve into a brawl at some point. I just, even in B last year, I didn't see much but brawling in these first drops because of all the light mechs. So usually the team that won is the one that focus fires best, you know, and most of the time it seems like the team that goes for legs. So we shall see what happens.
All right, it appears both teams are in lobby and are almost ready. Are they green yet, or are we still 1 or 2 red here right now?
Looks like a couple are still loading up. Still red, getting ready.
All right, so let's get here. Let me take you back to the teams real quick. We can give you an introduction to each team. On your screen now, you'll see Skye Rangers of Terra, led by Gray Fox. Probably one of the biggest rosters you're going to see in MRBC. Team 2, Smoke Adders, led by Lukoy. Not one of the biggest, but definitely one of the longer-lived teams. They've been here through several MRB seasons and have kind of worked their way up. I believe they started back in Division D, I think it was, maybe even E, more than, 3 or 4 seasons ago? I think it might even 5 or 6 seasons ago they started. But they've slowly worked their way up through the divisions, and now here they are in Division B, currently in 3rd place. All right, looks like we are green.
All right, let me ask them if they're ready to go.
As soon as you get confirmation launch, and we'll switch over to the in-game view. And remember, we'll be giving giveaways tonight for 24-hour premium time. We'll be giving away a mech bay, and at the end of the night, we'll be giving away 500 MC. Here we go. We're launching.
Be interesting to see which light mech they decide to double up on. I would assume Arctic Cube, but of course they could double up on a couple Hunchbacks or something like that.
And I just got bandited.
Uh-oh.
It just kicked me out of the lobby.
So it's all up to me, huh?
We'll see. Gonna try to rejoin quick.
Alright. Alright, so let's see. The Sky Rangers of Terra have dropped. Well, they both have dropped. We are looking at 2 Novas for the Sky Rangers of Terra, a Locust, Arctic Cheetah, a Hunchback 2C, Jenner 2C, a Wolfhound, and a Huntsman. On Smoke Adders, we've got Art Cheetah, a Kintaro. Must be ready for some SRM brawling with that sucker. Nova, Griffin 2N, another Nova, so 2 Novas for both teams. Jenner 2C, a Spider 5K, and a Locust 1E. So it looks like both teams hit the center at the same time. The Sky Rangers are coming in a line. The Smoke Adders are a little bit better as a group. Well, they're trying to spot each other right now. They're both on just other side of the domination circle. The Jenners are using their jump jets trying to see over the hills. So I would say it looks... Smoke Adders has got a wider line, so they're going to be able to see the other team a little quicker, but if they get caught, one of their guys get caught, it's going to hurt. Any luck on rejoining there?
Trying twice, it keeps kicking me out.
Doesn't like you.
Does not like me.
Well, I guess it's a radio cast then, huh?
Hopefully not, let's see. There we go, we're trying to rejoin.
Alright. Alright.
Third time's a charm.
The brawl now. Looks like Sky Rangers came in a little bit unorganized, but they are starting to get into the Sky Rangers now. Cars 97 is the first to die, along with Carlson. So Smoke Adders is up by 2, now 3. Oh no, I'm sorry. Gray Fox, Knight, Black Belt Jones there. I'm sorry, I missed that. Had my teams mixed up. The numbers are starting to drop now. Yep, McGraw's got out Metafox, so they're down 3 on the Sky Ranger side and 1 on the Smoke Adders. And it is one big messy brawl, which you generally see on those lights. One of the Griffins has overheated, and he just got taken out by I forgot who got him.
And we're back in the match, and I'll jump in the cockpit.
Yep, 7-3, 7-2 now for Smoke Adders. So if they can keep alive, but they still get the bonus, they'll lose another mech. So they're gonna do pretty well here. Gray Fox, the last one standing in his Locust, he just got legged and then taken out. Oh, but he got crazy licked right at the end there. So let's see. Smoke Adders finished with 5 mechs still standing. A couple of them legged, but they were still standing.
Alright, here we are at the damage screen.
So McGraw and Crazy look like they did the most work there with the top 2 on the Smoke Adder side. Excuse me. And Gray Fox did some work in the Locust as well as Pop Tart in the Nova S. So to me, it looked like SA did a good job of getting the mediums down first, taking out those heavy hitters, and then once they had the numbers, they were able to push that advantage for sure.
All right, and I happened to get in just at the very end, so.
Well, hopefully they didn't miss too much of the action.
We caught a couple kills. Here we are after 1 drop. We are Smoke Adders, currently leading 1 drop to 0 over Sky Rangers of Terra. We have 350 rep points for Smoke Adders, 75 rep points for Sky Rangers. We're going to do a quick giveaway. Let me get the giveaway tool up here real quick. If you want to switch the map tactics so we're ready. We are loading viewers. I'll get rid of the mods and the bots and everything else, and we'll give away our first 24-hour premium time. All right, I think we got everybody. Let's give away some premium time.
I didn't know you guys could get punted out of the lobby.
And our winner is Sanguinar. Sanguinar, if you can, send me a whisper. I'll get you your stuff to you sometime towards the end of the drop.
Woohoo! Alright, so my least favorite map in the game, Viridian Bog. They did make it I don't hate it much like I used to, since they fixed some of the stair issues in places they were going to cause. It seems like this map has an advantage to one side or the other. Am I correct in thinking that?
It kind of depends, but yeah, that is the common conception. I think it depends on whether you're going to try to hit SGR Hill or one of the back hills, and if you're going to do something similar to like a large pulse range, Overwatch.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure what these teams are going to do. I know that in the past, SA has been a brawling team, but I know that they have been working on their range game, and honestly, I can't say I don't know. Besides playing S-Rod a lot in CW in the past, I don't know a whole much about them. They used to play range in CW, but of course CW is completely different than MRBC. So I guess the deal is get the first 2 caps. I guess on the Team 2 side, it seems like you would be able to get the 2 caps a little bit quicker. They look like Sigma and Kappa are together. So if I wanted to do that, I'd start my guys in B and C, and Sigma Kappa. And then on the other side, I'm not sure the starting point really matters. I guess A and C, and go Gamma and Theta. Push that fight to Epsilon. But then again, they may go Epsilon and try to push it to Theta. I don't know. I don't remember playing this match in a comp drop last year, but that could have been just because I tried to block it from my memory.
So it does depend on what you're pulling here, but there is Team 2 does have a little bit of advantage sometimes because Theta is in the low ground and they do have access to the low ground quicker. But a lot of teams, if you'll notice that Team 1 will have a faster time getting up into the Echo 5 range. They can get up to the Fox 5, Echo 5 a little bit faster, get that Overwatch. But a lot of teams, what we used to do back a couple seasons ago is we'd set up there in Fox 4, Fox 3, some of the Overwatch positions. Sometimes you'd set up in Golf 4 if it was a different game mode, and you'd have very good lines of sight into what's going on, and you'd be able to pick off members that are coming at you pretty quickly.
Yeah, I seem to remember in a scrim we were playing against someone, they set a Gauss Timberwolf in the E4, F4 area, and he was just wrecking face in the middle of the people in E5 and E6. So that makes sense now that you say that. All right, looks like they're getting their lances sorted out.
Yeah, hopefully this lobby won't kick us out this time. So we'll stick close and hopefully it'll catch us. But that's always fun when it kicks you out of the lobby and won't let you back in. All right, Team 1 is set. We've got Team 2 getting set now. Team 1 looks to be heading to Alpha and Bravo lances. You've got Team 2 sitting up in Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie lances. We're waiting on the captain for Team 2 to lock, and then we'll launch. This will be Viridian Bog Conquest. Time of day is day. This will be 15-minute match on the North American server. We are green across the board. TK, if you wouldn't mind launching us.
All right, here we go.
Let's have some luck.
Let's have some luck with the lobby, too.
First good sign, Viridian Bog loading.
Hey.
Please remember, after this drop, we'll have another 24-hour premium time giveaway. Here we go. We're in lobby.
All right, on the blue side, I don't know which is which. I see some Griffins and Arctic Cheetah Jenner 2C, another Hunchback 2K, or 2C, not 2K. I'm making up variants now.
Okay, Skye Ranger Terrava, Hunchback 4SP, a Huntsman Prime, an Orion 2C Alpha, a Jenner 2C, a Griffin 3M, and another Orion 2CA, that's their double up, a Hunchback 2C, and an Arctic Cheetah Prime. I'm expecting brawl with this one.
Yep, they're definitely set up for brawl. Let's take a look over here at, so we got I almost said a Madcap, but that's a player. Got another Orion 2C, Arctic Cheetah, Summoner, Griffin, Hunchback 2Cs, a Jenner 2C, and a Huntsman. So
Skye Rangers is heading for the Echo 5. They're coming from the Fox 5, but they're not heading up the hill. They are staying low, heading for the Lobster Trap.
Yep, looks like they're going right to those guys in, right to Epsilon. Both teams are. Of course, the difference is, of course, Smoke Adders is Kappa and Kappa.
Here we go. They should see each other on seismic. There's Tercel and his Arctic Cheetah Alpha up there on top. Yep, he's picked him up and he's backing out.
Yep, he threw up a UAV too, so he's gonna get a nice overwatch from that UAV.
So they're gonna know right where those big mechs are sitting.
Yep, and they have not seen it. Looks like a Hunchback.
Looks like Skye Rangers is split. Definitely, Skye Rangers is split.
Terce is looking right over them right now. Oh, they've got him in a bad spot here. Looks like Skye Rangers did get a Jenner up on the right hill.
Here's Gray Fox, the leader of Skye Rangers, leading the push. They're coming right through the Death Valley there.
Well, the good thing about that is they do have that carapace to hide them from the hill on the right for a little bit.
The only problem is they're marching single file in there, so that makes them open to that nice firing line that Smoke Adders has created on the hill.
Oh, and they're getting backs now.
Yep, they marched right past that firing line. Yep. Smoke Adders have just jumped onto them.
And
there we go.
Carlson is down as Hunchback 2C. And Mad Cat's down, so we're heavy to a medium. That's pretty good trade for Skye Rangers. But the numbers are.
Gray Fox down to 22% and goes down.
No. This is going to be a brawl. The numbers are pretty even as far as damage right there. It seems like they're both doing a good job at hitting each other. Looks like Smoke Adders is, well, as I said, they're doing a better job focusing, but.
Just as one goes down, another one. And a self-destruction by Kalam Mecker.
Ooh, that's rough. Looks like we got somebody on Overwatch there. My guess is that might be McGraw.
Oh, that's McGraw, yep, and the Huntsman Prime with Overwatch. And Lukoy goes down. We've got an advantage here to Skye Rangers. Let's hop in the cockpit.
Oh, yeah. Tercel and McGraw, the only ones left.
We'll hop in Tercel's cockpit and give you a first-hand view.
Cards.
All right, we'll switch over to cards.
Skye Rangers pulled that out. They were able to use their numbers down below to fight that brawl.
And here we are sitting in McGraw's cockpit. We'll see what happens. McGraw wisely gets down out of that push. Yep, 2 PPCs, 4-year smalls.
Wow. That's
there we go.
Yep. Good job, Skye Rangers. They brought that back.
Skye Rangers walked right into that firing line and they just pulled it out. They were getting caught from behind. I think what happened there is at the very end you'll see as that melee ensued, there was a lack of focus fire, and then a self-destruction from probably overheating probably didn't help that much.
Nope. Yeah, that really turned the numbers down below, and that's where I think they were able to overwhelm it.
But that first push by Gray Fox, that was a beautiful firing line by Smoke Adders. They had it all there. The mechs lined up perfectly, all exchanging fire. Then they jumped down to the melee, and they lost that focus fire.
Alright, 1-1, I guess in my head, I guess Smoke Adders will have a little bit of a rough lead because they lost one less mech, is that right?
Well, it actually would be the bonus for having killed all the...
Oh, that's right.
Yes, they'll get the bonus for Skye Rangers. So here's the damage screen. Let me update the scores while you go over the damage screen.
Alright, so on the Skye Ranger side, Cards doing some work in that 4SP. He was top damage, top kills. Second in damage was I got leaks out, I guess. I'm really bad at names. And Orion 2C, he did 432 damage with 1 kill. On the Smoke Adder side, McGraw with his Overwatch Huntsman was top damage, followed by Revis Volek in his Hunchback Jenner 2CA. So those are the top 2 for each team. Card 79 really was the all-star there. He did the most kills, the most damage, and really made it work. So credit to him.
All right. That brings us back to the information screen here as we get ready for Drop 3. We currently have Skye Rangers of Terra and Smoke Adders 373, each tied at 1 drop apiece. Now, I just go back and check. There was no bonus for this drop. This drop doesn't have one. Skye Rangers currently have 425 rep points to 450 rep points for Smoke Adders. So, yes,
Wow.
that extra kill is definitely a little added bonus here that Smoke Adders are currently leading in rep points. All right, guys.
Look at some margins.
I know. Well, let's get ready for another giveaway here. Let me get the thing set up, and we'll get another one going. We'll be giving away another 24-hour... All right, let's give it away.
Watch Bandit.
Armitage, congratulations, you've won 24-hour premium code. By the time you hear this, message me. I'll get your code to you pretty quickly.
Alright, so now we are on to Forest Colony with the Commander mech. This actually, for some reason, was always my favorite drop. I don't know why, it just always seemed to be a fun one to be in. So Forest Colony, yeah, this is a strange. I always thought the ABC, the one side starting, the other side starting on this map was really kind of weird. You get one team that's really, really spread out. So my guess is Team 2, I don't know, they'll either be AB or BC. I guess AB to go get Sigma and Kappa quick and push up into Theta. As far as Team 1, I'm not sure what team the best for Team 1 is doing. I guess B, for sure. And I guess B and A would probably be the best one if they want to get Gamma Epsilon.
So from all the drops I've seen, and this is previous season. So far this season, this is the first time this map will be in the rotation. Most teams for Team 1 will take Bravo and Alpha, and they'll try to hit Gamma, Epsilon, and cut back up through Theta. They won't take the Golf 9 pass. Now that's usual. Yep, they'll hit that way straight across, and they'll hit that hidey hole where everybody in regular plates seems to kind of get balled up in.
Right.
Now, usually they'll hit that way. Occasionally, a team will hit Charlie Lance if they're going to try to cut through Gulf 9, try to shortcut it. But usually they'll just do that with a later two just to get Theta quickly and still bring the rest of their mechs either in Bravo and Alpha.
Right, and then I guess Team 2 will just go straight across and then up, meet in H7, B7 area. If I had to guess.
Okay, how are we looking for starting positions?
Good question. So right now, Team 2 has 1 in A, and then 2 in Charlie, and the rest in Bravo. Team 1 doesn't have all their players in yet, but they're set up in Alpha and Bravo right now, but they may not have moved yet. And I forget what Team 2 has to lock in first, is that right?
Yeah, Team 1 has to lock in first.
Oh, Team 1 locks in first, okay.
Okay, let's get back in here to the lobby. Yep, looks like Team 1 is setting up. We're all green except for the last two.
Well, we're waiting on one more for S-Route.
All right. For those of us watching, if this give me a 5-minute delay, but if you get your name called, please send me a whisper or a private message, and I'll get you your codes out pretty quickly for the premium time and for the other things we're giving away. If I don't get you right away, I'll get you before the end of the match, hopefully. So we've got still one more 24-hour premium time after that last one. Then we've got a mech bay, and then 500 MC we'll be giving away at the end of the last match. So stick around, hopefully, and we'll get you here with some more stuff coming through as part of the giveaway for this match. Okay, we're still waiting on one member here for SROT. But as it looks right now, Team 1 is setting up an Alpha and Bravo Lances, while Team 2 is setting up an Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. Now they're setting up 2 mechs apiece, an Alpha and Charlie, 4 mechs and Bravo. Not quite sure if that...
Go ahead. Maybe they're going to bring their... maybe they put their 2 lights in... No, there's no lights in this drop. They're 2 fast mediums and Charlie, and going to just have them crash Epsilon. I don't know.
Well, it's definitely possible, and that's the options they have. But what do you think about Team 2 actually putting mechs in Charlie? I mean, are they going to come down Echo 6, Fox 7, hit Theta that way? Or do you think their fast mediums will be in Alpha Lance, hit Kappa, and then cut back up as you've marked in red there?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I would think. I would want to group up here in G7 and H7. I mean, depending, it doesn't show it as well. I always forget where the arch is from this side. I guess it's that G8, H8 area. You end up fighting almost in the pug where the pugs always fight. But then again, maybe who knows? I know they're not set, but you could also do Bravo Charlie and do Sigma Theta and fight in those woods in there. I guess it depends on what you're fighting, whether you're fighting brawl or range. I guess this is more brawlish because of all the trees. Up in the F7 now, when I play pugs, I jump snipe pretty well down here in the H6, H5 by the old forest colony areas, there. So.
All right, how's it looking in lobby? Are we about ready?
Looks like we got 8 now.
We have 8. We are green on both sides. If you want to launch us, I'll switch us over.
I'm not seeing all chat, so that's part of my problems here. Or are they not chatting?
Yeah, they're not very chatty tonight. They're kind of quiet.
But they gave me the quick good to go, and off we went.
All right, forest colony's loading, so that's number 2 working. I guess it just wouldn't be a night without someone getting booted from lobby, right?
I guess not. Of course, these 2 teams probably know each other somewhat well. They have probably dabbled in, they were spoken to the last few months.
Alright, here we go. For Skye Rangers of Terror, we have an Orion 2C Alpha, a Huntsman, a Cicada 2B, a Nightjar Alpha, a Summoner B, a Nightjar C, a Hunchback 2C, and a Marauder 2C. And for Smoke Getters, we have an Enforcer 4R, a Summoner D, a Timberwolf C, Marauder 2C, Timberwolf Prime, Hunchback C, an Orion 2C Alpha, and a Nova Prime.
Did Smoke Getters? Oh, they doubled up on Timberwolves. Okay. So they're going for speed, so they must be pushing. They're going to push the Sigma Theta, it looks like. Yeah, they actually end up sitting up across from each other, so Sigma Theta, Epsilon Gamma, and we'll see what happens from here.
And Lukoy in the Hunchback is large pulse or smalls.
What do our Timberwolves look like here?
Summoner is a Splat Summoner.
Yeah, they're going to be brawling. The Summoners are, we got Pulse Lasers and Flamers on the Nova, so yeah, I think we're going to be...
Timberwolf, large pulse ER Meads. And McGraw is 3 Flamers, 9 small pulse. Mad Cat and the Orion 2C is an LB20X and 4 SRM6 plus Artemis. They're going to get in their face, I think.
Yeah.
This is going to get ugly fast. In terms of caps, we've got Skye Rangers of Terror have taken Gamma and Epsilon. So far, we've got Sigma for Smoke Adders, and they've moved right on to Theta. They've headed straight there directly. They knew what they wanted. They wanted to take Theta.
And my client is bugged out, so I can't see the team.
No worry.
advantage.
I'm watching the hidden edge up here in the Enforcer 4R. He is up on the radar tower, and he has spotted the enemy, and he's taking a blast of missiles just for it in the face.
Like LRM missiles or SRMs?
It looks like SRMs.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see where they were firing from. I was like, what?
So it looks like they know where they're at, and if you notice here, we got Smoke Adders around the ridge there in that Hotel 8 Golf 8 area. They know they're there. They're probably waiting for that first mech or two to poke around, and if they do, they're going to walk into a wall of fire.
However, S-Rot's got all 8 of their guys together. That looked like a pretty good strike on the hill on those 2 mechs on the radio tower area.
And right now, Skye Rangers has a slight edge in cap points, as they have 3 cap points collected, so they're going to have a little bit of an edge as time goes by.
Another strike on that hill.
And Metafox and CKGB has broken off. He's trying to get around that Enforcer, heading out into the open water.
I was wondering if someone was going to move and try to get that 3rd cap. Or is that... Or no, that's not
That would be a 4th cap if they can pull it off.
Yep.
That's going to have to force Smoke Adder's hand if they get that 4th cap. But nope, he's kind of sitting down there in the water, kind of stuck almost, heading back up around.
I wonder if he was just trying to see... I wonder if he was just trying to see if the rest of Smoke Adders was out there somewhere.
Maybe that means they don't know they're around that corner. I guarantee you Smoke Adders know that Enforcer up there spotted that entire S-Rot team. I don't think S-Rot knows Smoke Adders is around that corner waiting for him. This could be a bloody mess.
The Cicada is still scouting. So this is going to be a game of patience here. I think the biggest problem maybe is what we're seeing is LBX fire from Skye Rangers, so they're not going to be getting a lot of good hits and then Enforcer. So
no, that spread increases as you move along. So what we thought were SRMs were those LBXs probably.
Yep.
Kind of a waste of ammo at this point if you're not getting good damage. And there goes the Cicada. Let's hop over. He's coming back that back pass, Golf 9.
Yeah, he might.
He's been caught. Wingbreakers caught him.
I'm going to say, if someone
he took a couple shots for it.
It looks like he's pulling back, though. He got out of there pretty safely.
And there goes a UAV for Smoke Adders.
Depends on how much you got on him. I mean, my guess is
here we go. We've got a push. Skye Rangers are going to push on that. There we go. We've got a counter push by Smoke Adders.
Oh, they're going to try to catch the tail here.
Uh-oh, there we go.
They forced them.
Yep, Skye Rangers have pulled. They pulled back.
They double back.
Let's see if they can form a concave quickly.
They're just going to go over the top on them. Looks like they're going over the top on them.
UAVs galore. And there we go. Mechs have dropped down. Skye Ranger mechs have fallen off the edge. And McGraw's taking down Cypher 42. Lights out. Now the next one to go down for Skye Rangers. Gray Fox, third. Mad Cat goes down.
Looks like they got the advantage now. And the only thing I will say is...
Max, I'm going to hop in quick.
A lot of shots. Although as soon as I said that, I think he got a back shot.
Going to hop in Metafox here with his Cicada 2B.
Summoner was able to get away with it. This is definitely going heavily for the Smoke Adders here.
Heat level critical.
The Smoke Adders has, what, 6 mechs up?
And now they gotta take those caps over and get them over to their points now.
Let's see here. Yep, they still have their commander mech. So they denied the bonus to Skye Rangers for the commander mech, and of course they killed all 8 of the mechs from S-Rot. So they
and their commander mech is still sitting. There's Wingbreaker in the Marauder 2C.
Yep.
Down to 69%. Let's see what his damage is. Wow, he's kind of lucky to be alive. He had his front armor, but back armor's gone, and he's bright orange in his center torso and right torso.
So the Cicada got a couple of pretty good shots on him then.
Most definitely. If that Cicada hadn't been focused down, it probably would have taken out that Summoner. Or, I'm sorry, the Marauder 2C.
Yeah, that would have been quite the little pick there.
All right, there's your damage scores.
Well, Wingbreaker did some work in that commander mech. He is the high damage guy. McGraw's second high damage in his Nova Prime. And then the hidden edge on the that was the guy on the hill. He did decent annoying with 383 damage in a kill. He did most of his damage in the early age, and like I said, I think he was a little out of position when they had to push, but we did get that back kill on that one mech as soon as I said that. On S-Rot, their damage spread's pretty even there. They're pretty even spread there, but Sabonis and his Summoner at 285, and then Metafox and a Cicada with 284. Maybe a large portion of that is Windbreaker's back. And then third for them was, Pop-Tart. I missed Pop-Tart in his Night Gear. He was actually the top damage. So that was a fun match as far as patience and brawling there.
All right, that brings us out to our screen. So here, after 3 drops, Smoke Adders lead 2 drops to 1 over Sky Rangers of Terra. With the bonus and extra kills here, Smoke Adders are now at 800 rep points to Sky Rangers 475. But you saw what happened last time when Sky Rangers took a drop as well as they did. They were able to close that gap in rep points very quickly. Yep. But yeah, that brings us to our next map. And before we get to there, guess what? We've got another 24-hour premium time to give away. All right, let's get this giveaway tool ready.
Giveaway magic time. Spin, spin, spin.
All right, I'm trying to make sure I get us out.
Aww.
All right, here we go. 24 hours premium time.
Then the wheel of fortune. Not fortune. Premium. Or no, your premium time stuff?
P-Dills, congratulations, you're the winner. All right, if you can take us to the map tactic. Yeah, I can't even talk, and we'll get to the next drop.
Alright, Frozen City. So yeah, this map, I played this a lot last year. We had fights all over this map, both in scrims and in actual matches. Sometimes we fought up in E7, F7, sometimes we fought in E4, and had one fight that devolved into a fight in F5, F6, so it just depends on what's going on. One memorable one was one of the teams cut across our bows here and actually caught us as we were trying to get up into E4 and an umber on us there. But these teams have been pretty much brawling. So my guess is they probably will start BC in both sides and maybe put a light and alpha on both sides and meet at theta for the knockdown drag out brawl. Although Smoke Gators has been put in an Overwatch, and this is probably a great map to have an Overwatch map or Overwatch mech. You can put a guy up here on this hill in F5 here, and he can see all of this, or even actually I think that's the best spot. But I do think there's a spot over here in E5 too, where you can see everything in here. Of course, S-Rock can do the same with all these buildings and hills up in here in E6 and D6, as well as coming up to the ridge in a couple of these spots. So. We shall see. Right now they are split. They do have one person up in alpha, but that may change. That is team 2, I should say. What was the link scores again? You said that earlier and I forgot.
Alright, I'm trying to do an audio fix. I don't think it worked. I'm hoping it works, but let's see. Alright, looks like we've got Team 1 is in position and ready. We're waiting for Team 2 now to green light up. How are we looking so far? Are they ready?
Look at her. She's still got a couple of guys who are red there.
All right, you want to take us through another couple alt strats, and I gotta read back. I'll try one more audio fix and see if it works.
Well, I guess
It could be the old pug push where you got two guys beta Charlie and they move up this way, and hoping that these guys start alpha beta and they come in here. But the problem I see with that one is you really end up leaving all these caps open. If one of them snuck a cap out, you could get a really bad deficit in caps. So yeah, I still think it's going to end up being my guess is it's going to be a brawl around theta. Team 2 might try to sneak a light out and grab these two caps quickly. And of course, Team 1 can do the same. We shall see. I don't know that's probably what I would do. All right. Let me double check with them. Yep. Gray Fox says they're good to go. So yeah, they're sticking one up in alpha. My guess is Navcat's going to be running a light to try to grab a couple caps. I just want to double check. Can't type. All right. Here we go. That's always good news. All right, waiting for the guys to drop into lobby, unless I'm really far behind. Here they come. Linebacker, huh? Maybe they're going to try to cap it. Well, not half the team. I guess that's more than half the team. Okay. He is... They got one-on-one, maybe a one-on-one battle shaping up over here to the far right. Well, he's running around with his pants on his head, so you know. Up, here we go. And he's trying. Yeah, I think he's trying to pull him back into the other guys there. All right, Yep. Oh. Across. Nice. So. Okay, then. Lucky for him. I was hoping he'd die first so I could pick on him. Yeah. They were going with the small parse gargoyle there, I guess. They really were set up to brawl, but I think... yeah. I was gonna say, Smoke Adders is doing a good job with their range mechs of pulling back and getting shots on them, and that I think really helped. Yeah, I think Greyfox got behind, or I'm sorry, the cars got behind the. Yeah, both Kodiaks are down. Of course, Cypher doesn't have any arms or any weapons, so. Yep, it's favored heavy for Smoke Adders now.
Fuel at 25%.
Oh, they still have their cicada up, though.
Heat
And the
level
cat fleet,
critical.
but they don't. Oh, there he is. I thought he was running away.
Target destroyed.
Alright, Mad Cat gets killed.
Override engaged.
So yeah, I like what Smoke Adders did there. Their Night Gear and their Windbreaker and Skinwalker and the Night Gear and the Timberwolf, they kept pulling back into those buildings as they were pushing to keep getting shots on them while they let the Brawlers go to work. So. Right. And this match, I know, has a bonus, so Smoke Adder's going to get the bonus here for keeping all the, only losing 2 mechs, so they'll get some extra reputation points there. Alrighty, here's our damage screen, and yep, Windbreaker was the top damage, and Lukulai and the Hunchback, second top damage. I kind of figured that because of the way they were set up. McGraw did pretty good damage for as early as he went down in the match. But the lights did pretty good work for Smoke Addersworth. Terse and Madcap both got a kill. And then on the SROT side, Gray Fox and his Madcat 2C led the charge with 299 damage and a kill. And then right second behind him is probably Choppy there in the Cicada. But yeah, you look at that Gargoyle, and he only got 7 damage. He lost his weapon so early in that match, making that push. So that hurt. So they were really at a tonnage disadvantage here too, with them taking a Gargoyle and a Marauder. I keep saying a Mad Cat, a Marauder 2C over the 2 Kodiaks that Smoke Adders took. So they had a little bit more armor to burn through. I want a Mech Bay. Wah.
Well, it looks like the audio fix I put in didn't work. In fact, it made me quiet the whole match there. That's good to know. Alright guys, we're giving away here one mech bay. DS Cow 7, winner of the mech bay.
That just means they hear my dulcet tones much better.
It's just one of those seasons when that's what happens twice in a row. Alright, next drop. Drop 5, Canyon Network Conquest. This is Center of Battle Engagement. 2 lights, 2 heavies, 4 assaults. Alright, let's head to the map tactic if you want to take us through what you see.
I've never played this map before. I don't know any strategies for it. Of course, I'm joking. I played, 80 matches in the World Championship on it last year. So, let's see here. So, these guys, well, Smoke Adders is enthralling with Overwatch, so this is a good match, a good map for them for that, for sure. They're going to start, my guess would be BC, and then push up to whatever this tower is over here in C4, but I could be completely wrong about that, but that's what we used to do. And get a couple Overwatch mechs like here, and maybe have someone pick up Epsilon. Set their brawlers up maybe on the ramp. And then Skye Rangers of Terra, I mean, they could do BC. If they did BC, they might be able to sneak in around them. Or they could try to come up the other side of Theta, and then we get our big old brawl in Theta. Of course, the other thing is they could put a light out here to go get Kappa and then come back. This might be a good match to try to get a 3 cap on, try to force somebody's hand like they tried to drop before this one.
Well, it looks like S-Rot's lining up in Bravo and Charlie Lances. They're getting set, so we're looking for Smoke Adders here. They've got Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie getting set up, but they're not green yet. But S-Rot is green. They're Bravo and Charlie for Team 1.
That makes sense to me. But, I'm not a tactical genius by any sense of imagination.
Team 2, it looks like their light pilots are going to be in Alpha Lance, if I'm recognizing the names who is there, and I'm not going to give it away. Does that mean a push for Kappa to Theta then, or directly to Theta?
My guess is they're going to send them to Kappa, or they may have them scouting.
Interesting.
See where they are.
Alright, we are green on both sides. Let's confirm so we can launch.
They're all ready.
If you please.
For our final drop, the heavyweight match.
Where the big boys come to play.
Yeah.
Always one of my favorite drops.
I kind of like the chaos of the first drop. But yeah, I like this drop too.
This was always one of my favorite drops on HPG. Nothing like a big bunch of fatties trying to climb around HPG. And here we go. We have got for Skye Rangers a Jenner 2C, a Kodiak 3, a Summoner Bravo, Marauder 2C, Arctic Cheetah Prime, Kodiak 3, Nightjar Bravo, and Executioner Delta. Smoke Adders, we've got a Kodiak 3, a Marauder 2C, Battlemaster 2C, Jenner 2C, Nightjar Bravo, Arctic Cheetah, Kodiak, and a Timberwolf S.
What's the loadout on the Battlemaster 2C? Is it also
I'm going to say probably. Let me find where it's at.
I mean, this would be a good match for the ER late one for sure.
5 ER large lasers.
Okay, so yeah, they're going to range it.
They're going to sit up, get some Overwatch, and try to protect their position.
Yep.
Alright, we're over here with Terseal. Terseal has gone from Kappa already and is actually heading towards the back of the formation. In the meantime, Skye Rangers of Terra have formed a very nice ant line going across towards Epsilon. I don't know what to call it. It's like an ant line to me.
Mama duck and her ducklings? I don't know.
Is Gray Fox at the lead? That would make sense if your team captain's leading.
Alright, looks like the 2 lights for Smoke Adders are moving into Theta.
Yep, they're taking a take Theta, and they've got pretty much free reign to do with Theta as they want. Skye Rangers are too low. They don't have any Overwatch on it. Smoke Adders are very good firing positions.
We are firing range on both sides a little bit, it looks like here. Looks like the,
Yep, Gray Fox, Mama Duck's leading the Ducklings, heading straight forward. They're going to get on that Battlemaster 2C if they keep going. Look at those firing positions. Everyone's got their spot along a wall. Yep, Cypher takes a hit to the face. There go the lights for Esrot. They're heading around, seeing if they can get a good spot where those mechs are sitting. In the meantime, here come the lights for Smoke Adders.
yeah,
They're staying just out of range.
Battlemaster now. So Skye Rangers are in a little bit of a deficit of caps, but not a huge one where I think they have to make a huge move or anything like that.
Smoke Adders making the wise decision to stay high and keep moving. They know exactly where they're at. You see Terseal there on the Arctic Cheetah Prime. Great scouting, keeping a good eye on where these mechs are going.
Yeah, Mad Cat's with them too, and his Jenner 2C. I am thinking they're probably hoping to see if they can do some back munching here once the engagement gets in for sure.
I'm just not sure how much back munching you're going to do when all you're doing is running around the outside of the map.
So
You're in a low position. You're difficult to get up with some of these mechs.
All right, well, Skye Rangers is dropped down now. It looks like they're moving over towards Kappa. Trying to
Interesting.
get that. Well, they don't need to have Kappa. They already have Kappa. Oh no, get Kappa and get a four cap on them. That would be interesting.
Boy, I
They're
hope
out of
Sky
charge.
Rangers aren't going to come out into Death Valley there. That's another Death Valley that happens to be on one of these famous maps.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up that ramp, Smoke Adders will have great firing position on them.
Looks like they're huddling up here, trying to decide how they're going to get up there. So they got a gargoyle moving up top here.
And Smoke Adders know they're there. They're adjusting. Look at them setting up a firing line.
Smoke Adder's got their lights out to start changing those caps over too. Of course, the problem is right now that their main.
There we go.
focus is
They've pushed through.
All right, we're getting some battle in now.
Executioner, lights out, getting hammered, leading that charge. And he goes down by Wingbreaker with the kill.
Well, Wing's taking it pretty hard. No, that's crazy. Look, I'm sorry.
Cypher gets taken out by Skinwalker.
Oh, that's a big one. That was in their Kodiaks.
Yep, that was Kodiak and Executioner's down.
Yep.
Severnus and the Summoner Bravo goes down. There's McGraw. Look at Theta. No one's touching that Kodiak 3. McGraw's sitting there free to shoot whoever McGraw wants to shoot.
He's hunting heads, I bet you. He likes to lose headshots, man.
Pop-Tart goes down.
Of course, they have their backs to him, so that really...
There goes Cards. Let's hop in a mech before they die.
Yep, Terseal's this lights to come down the back shot. So they go great Mad Cat, Terseal, those two assaults out on the ramp. Mad Cat, UC, and I guess
Alright, we're hopping in with Terseal here. We'll watch Terseal fight this Arctic Cheetah.
Target destroyed. New target. Target destroyed.
And there we go.
Yep.
Yep, so good movement on the part of Smoke Adders. They were able to rotate around their previous...
They had firing positions. They moved frequently. They stayed up high. Their lights were doing a great job keeping watch on Sky Rangers of Terra.
Seemed like they were very familiar with this map.
I wonder that for some reason, I don't know, what's so special about this map that everybody knows where to be, when to be, and how to be there. It's like they played hundreds of matches for several months on this map and had nothing else to do with their lives.
That's crazy talk. Who would set up a tournament like that?
I don't know. All right, there you go. Here's the final damage score.
All right, so McGraw, like you said, he was sitting there at Theta just wailing on people. 654 damage for McGraw. And then looks like Windbreaker was second with 408. He got 2 kills. Skinwalker with 3 kills. And then Terseal and Mad Cat came in right at the end off the ramp and backshotted 2 guys that boom boom and really ended the push.
I was going to say, don't let their damage fool you into how much the valuable those 2 lights were in terms of getting information, knowing where the enemy team was, and knowing when they were going to push. That's probably more valuable than the damage right now.
Right, and they also spread out and decapped those 2 points to stop them from getting the 4 cap on after that. So, but Gray Fox did some work in his Kodiak, 481, and Cards also 394, in his Mad Cat or Mad Cat. I keep doing that. Marauder 2C. So yeah, that was another interesting match as far as how the Sky Rangers and the Smoke Adders moved. Smoke Adders definitely adapted well to the positioning that Sky Rangers were taking.
All right, that brings us out to our final. Oh, you want to hear it? What's the final points?
Yes.
Smoke Adders 1,500 rep points. Sky Rangers of Terra 550 rep points. Now, please remember, this is not official rep points. These are just estimate calculations. When the teams submit their information, submit their videos, submit their photographs, their scores will be slightly different, if not possibly higher, for bonuses for submitting information. All right, we've got another giveaway. Guess what this one is?
MC. Woo!
500 to be exact.
500 copies of Night Commander.
There you go. Everyone's favorite game. All right, let's get me, you, and the bots out. All right, 500 MC to be given away. Let me click the button.
Hey, Luke alive?
Hey, Lukoy joined us. So we're giving away our 500 MC. Let's see who wins from the watch. So if you're in chat, you got a chance to win.
The 50 DM, man.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at, man.
Oh, it's so getting called rigged on this one. Xavier, NBT.
Good for Xavier. Or Javier. I don't know how he says it.
Okay, Xavier, NBT, you have won 500 MC. I'll message you as soon as we get done here. All right, let me close that up. We'll kind of get going here on our final wrap-up and discussion, and thank you, Lukoy, for joining me. Gray Fox was offered. I'm not sure if he can make it. He did have to probably work early, so he may not be able to make it to us. I let him know anyway. It's kind of the joy of having to have a job while being a leader of a team.
Well, I know about that, brother.
All right, so there's some interesting little things went on here. I'm going to go back to the Viridian Bog. You guys had a beautiful firing line on top of the hill when Sky Rangers pushed straight through the lobster carapace. You had beautiful firing line. You were getting great shots, and then what I want to call it a melee, where basically a free-for-all occurred, and it seemed like the focus fire just disappeared. It disintegrated for that drop. Who were you yelling at first? And please tell me it was everybody, because it looked like the entire team just lost focus.
So here's, we were just talking about this. We've been kind of beating ourselves up about it. We were built to brawl, as you noticed, and we really wanted to close the distance and try to outbrawl these guys. Unfortunately, I lost patience. I just lost tactical patience. You're right, we had good shots from above. We were pouring out backs, and I should have just let that develop and continued to plink it away because we only had 2 Overwatch mechs. We should have stayed up there. We should have plinked it away, and then dropped down. But I thought, hey, we've torn out their backs, jump in, and let's scrim it up. And that was a bad call because they were ready for the melee better than we were. And it wasn't so much that we lost focus fire, it's guys lost sight of the targets. We just couldn't see. And, it's just, like I said, bad call on my part. We should have been more patient. And we should have killed a mech or 2 before we dropped in. But we ended up giving the fight over, and those dudes were ready to brawl. They were looking to brawl.
They were aggressive.
Right
Every single drop. Sky Rangers were aggressive. They had a lead mech identified. He tanked beautifully. Granted, he took a ton of damage each time they did, but that lead mech didn't die on that push, and then they spread out from there. But, yeah, that would have been interesting.
I also think you guys did a great job. The Forest Colony drop? You guys were all, huddled up in that one corner over there. Although I think Wing almost got popped by that cicada. But you guys showed a lot of patience there, waiting, and then you waited for Sky Rangers to move first. Was your idea? Was try to force them to move either through the arch or where they did, and wait them out, or did you have some other ideas for that drop?
Well, we felt like they were going to be brawling on drop 2. We wanted again to brawl. We put hidden edge up there on the top of the enforcer as our eyes, and also to kind of draw them. And we were hoping that they would essentially pursue, think, hey, the team's over there, push through, and then we would bash them, by surprise, catch them in the choke point.
Right.
They showed just as much patience as we did and had that cicada go around. I think they saw us on seismic before we all got into position and stopped moving. I think they saw us.
Okay.
Another mech. And then, so they were just waiting for us, just like we were waiting for them. They confirmed our location with the cicada, and then for some reason they started moving left to right. I didn't know they were going up onto the high ground. And that's when we chose to push in, because we were like, hey, if they're in the middle of moving, they're not set. They're not ready.
Right.
And hopefully they're going to get in each other's way when we brawl. So we turned the corner. I think Windbreaker and one other guy tried to go high because I asked them to go vertical. But as soon as we saw the UAV and their whole team up there, we're like, go, go, go. And we wanted to fight them on that side of terrain, so it gave us a few precious seconds of shots where they had a couple of mechs on that high ground that couldn't shoot.
Yeah, I was thinking that, who was in the enforcer?
The Hidden Edge was our
Hidden Edge,
enforcer.
yeah. He was doing good in the first, and I didn't think he was getting some shots there, and I even made a comment on the stream, but as soon as I said that, 2 mechs put their backs to him, and he popped one of them, so he came through there at the end, so that's what I get for pointing it out,
We'll take
yeah,
it
that
if you
worked
want to
out
jinx
well.
the enemy, man.
Yeah, there you go.
So I got a question about the last drop before we go into your future here. Your lights must have been amazing for you for information. Your lights on that last drop were just following Skye Rangers everywhere. I wonder if Skye Rangers must have picked them up on seismic at some point, but they basically saw everything they did everywhere they went. How much was that a help for you in trying to set up and move that entire last drop?
Well, as we've had beaten into our heads repeatedly, as we were in the lower divisions, clawing our way up here, scouting information is the most important tool in the game. It tells you everything you got to have, and we realized they were running the wheel route, and we just wanted to kind of slow them down, kind of catch them and force them to fight. And again, they were set for brawl, and they were set for better. They were much better set up for that than we are, but they had to cross a lot of terrain on that ramp. So Terciel and Mad Cat working lights, they just stayed with the program, didn't get close enough to get jumped, popped a UAV when they needed to pop a UAV. I mean, I couldn't ask for better scouting from those guys today. And it was the same on Frozen City with Terciel giving us a lay of the land. They almost had us on Frozen. They almost caught us unaware. We could see the gargoyle, and if they had gotten maybe another 75 meters into their push before we saw them, they probably would have gobbled us up even worse than they did. As it was, they clipped both of our Kodiaks pretty cleanly.
Yeah, I think also what helped you guys there was Windbreaker, and I think McGraw was in the night gear. They both kept pulling back and were able to get pretty much uncontested shots as they were pushing in on your Kodiak. So they were able to get some good damage there, which I think helped you guys out, even though you guys were a little surprised before they came out. Say that.
Yeah, I mean, we knew they were floating over there, and we knew the main was over there. We just weren't sure of the composition, whether they were built for brawl or not. I guess we should have been expecting brawl by this point, but you just never know with the teams you're facing. We brawled with them 3 times and then decided to, go to trade.
Right. So.
All right, we're going to end shortly, but I do have a question here. Right now up on the screen, you can't see it, but everyone else can, is the leaderboard for North American Division B with Isengrim currently leading, Blackstone Knights second, you're in third. I think this will definitely get you some points pushed back to get you closer to first or second. Well, what are you thinking now? I mean, you've gone through Swamp Foxes, you've played Skye Rangers now, you've played Marine Mechs. Marine Mechs handed you a drop loss just like Skye Rangers did. What are you going to do now going forward with Blackstone Knights and Isengrim in your future?
Well, to be honest, man, we've got a week, maybe 8 days to prep for Blackstone Knights. Those dudes are brutal. We play, against them in the group queue quite a bit, and those dudes are just highly proficient. So we're going to try to do some research. We're going to try to figure out what works. We know they like to play hyper aggressive, and they're great at it. They've got great focus fire, and we also know that if they want to switch it up and go trade, that they've got really good skills there too. So we're just trying to figure out what we're going to do. We're not a gimmick team. We don't like to usually run gimmick plays. I think it's our 3rd season of MRBC, and we've run a gimmick play once on Polar Highlands, and we hated it. We would rather win by fighting, and so we've got to figure out a way to take out some of their key players and reduce their scouting. I mean, they've got great light pilots too, and that's one of the
light
biggest
pilots.
Yeah, I mean, they got some solid players all around, and so we just got to figure out a way to kind of leverage those trades and get a slight advantage. They're the kind of team where you can be winning, give away a very slight advantage, and suddenly they've totally flipped the script on you.
Yep. So I have a very important question. Has Tercel got you guys wearing your pants on your head yet?
No. But we all are wearing a light coat of baby oil.
Okay, good.
We like to be shiny when we play.
Absolutely. Shiny and chrome? No, not shiny and chrome. Never mind.
All right, we're going to end it on that one. Do you guys, either one of you two want to say something as we talk ourselves out?
No, I'm good. Thanks for listening and working through me my second ever cast on MRBC. I'm on the Big Boy channel tonight, so that's pretty cool.
All right, I'm going to put the upcoming on so everybody can see it. So, upcoming matches. Have a look here. Obviously, the Skye Rangers 373 from Smoke Adders just occurred. We've got Marine Mechs, the Cabal, versus 228 Swamp Foxes on the 26th at 9:30 Eastern Time. Switchblade will be hosting that on MRBC 1. We've got Osiris versus Steel Jaguar. That is North American Division A. The 30th on 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's RJ Bass on MRBC League 2. We've got Isengrim versus Blackstone Knights. That's the 1 and 2 teams for this same division you just saw. They're on the 30th at, looks like 10 o'clock, hosted by Bandit on MRBC 1. Then on May 2nd, we've got 228 Blackwatch versus Dropship 5. You've got the current number 1 team in North American Division A versus Dropship 5. I think they're number 2 or 3 right now. Bandit will be hosting that on MRBC League. And then Kong Interstellar Security Solutions versus Blackthorn Dragons. They will be May 7th at 9 p.m. Eastern, hosted by RJ Bass on MRBC League 1. Now, there'll be more casts between now and then, so stay tuned, pay attention, and see what's going on. But thanks, everybody, for watching, and thank you, both you teams, for playing. It was fun to watch. Have a good night.